We are here with the head coach of the Normal Community Ironmen, Jason Drengwitz. And Coach, coming off your first loss of the season to Kankakee, obviously a very good opponent. Just give us your overall impressions of the Week 3 contest, or Week 4 contest.
Well, I don't think we played the best version. I don't think we were the best version of ourselves up there on Friday night. We made a lot of mistakes that we can control, but it's just not as simple as that. When you play a good opponent, they stress you, they put pressure on you. When you do make those mistakes, they're going to make you pay. And early and throughout the first half, we made too many of those mistakes in all three phases. And them being a very dynamic, well-coached, talented team, took advantage of every single one of those mistakes. And so, disappointed how the start of the game went for sure. Always disappointed in a loss. But I do think there are some things that we can build upon. I was really proud of how we handled halftime as a coaching staff and our team. And we played a really good second half. And not that there's no moral victories. You know, 1A is winning, 1B is playing to your standard. We didn't do either of those. But I do believe there are things that we can build upon based on how we finished the game and made the game competitive. We were an onside kick away from getting the ball back to make it a one-score game. Proud of how our leaders did, proud of how we continued to fight, and hopefully it's something we can learn from and allow it to be a springboard or a galvanizing game that allows us to be better as we move forward throughout the rest of the season.
So as you looked at the film, you got ready for practice on Saturday, Monday, what are the things that you emphasized to your team then coming out of the Kankakee game?
I think number one, we had the message yesterday on Monday. We gave them Saturday off. Monday was, hey, anytime success and special things typically come from adversity. And yeah, it didn't go the way that we wanted to, but we're kind of taking the mindset of good. We got beat good. It's an opportunity to come back and get better. We made some mistakes in all three phases. Good. Let's go back to practice, fix those things because we do believe that they're controllable. We did lose, but we still have a lot of, almost all of our goals are still in place. A chance to win a Big 12 conference title, to win out the rest of the season, but we really got to focus on this week. And just the opportunity, or the last two losses that we've had in our program were season-ending losses. So we haven't had the ability to come back after a loss, watch the film, go to practice and improve. So I think we're excited about that. And I feel like, and I think our coaching staff and our players feel the same, that it'll be an opportunity for us to get better and continue to be the best version of ourselves. Not happy with the loss for sure, but that game's over. We're now on the manual. We got to use this as something to be a springboard for improvement and playing at the level we need to play the rest of the year.
You've obviously seen years and years of 7A competition where the Ironmen are going to fall once the playoffs do start. How well do you think Kankakee kind of compares and prepares you then for that 7A competition you'll see come late October, early November?
Well, I think we knew they were going to be good based off being undefeated the year before and losing the quarterfinals to East St. Louis. And I think their speed, physicality, scheme, tempo are all things that you see from 7A teams. And so it will be an experience that hopefully benefits us and gets us ready. The concern is you only played them week 4, and now you still have 5 games left. But I feel like playing a game like that where we want to win and we feel like we could have won, it'll benefit us in the long run. It kind of points out your mistakes, shows you where you need to get better at, and hopefully those are things we can improve upon, which we have to be better in order to, one, beat Manual this week and carry out the rest of the season, but also if we want to be successful in the playoffs. I would imagine they're going to be a team that's going to be a really tough out in the 6A playoffs, just based on everything that they do offensively, defensively, how well coached they are. Their tempo was really impressed overall by them.
Yeah, take me through the second quarter that saw Kankakee put up 20 unanswered points. What broke down defensively in the quarter, and how will the Iron look to change that moving forward?
Well, one, we had a miscommunication in the back end on coverage. So a couple of guys thought we were in one coverage, a couple of guys thought we were in a different coverage. We turned a guy loose, and that allowed them to convert a big third down long. We jumped off sides and allowed them to convert a fourth down. We had a couple of false starts. But really, they score on a long pass. We get the ball back, go 3 and out, fake the punt. It's there. We don't execute it. They get the ball back. First play from scrimmage, they throw a touchdown pass. We get the ball back after the kickoff, throw a pick 6. And so in those 5 minutes, the whole game turned and got away from us right there. If you can eliminate some of those mistakes, I think the game plays out differently. But again, We made those mistakes, but those mistakes are emphasized by how good they are and the stress that a good opponent puts on you. And it really gave them complete control, all the momentum of the game going in the half. However, I did like how we ended the half because we did get a stop. We had a great drive going. We fumbled the ball. However, I thought his forward progress was stopped, but I could see why they didn't blow it dead. I liked how we ended. I liked our halftime, and I felt like we responded very, very well in the second half, even though we still came up short.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about the defensive side of the ball in the second half? They didn't put up any points on you guys in the second half.
I thought we cleaned up some things on some formations that had given us a little bit of problem based on halftime adjustments. Our communication was better. We continued to run to the ball and tackle and be physical. Again, things that I think we've continued to do throughout the year. But again, there was no panic. There was no emotional outbursts. It was just calm, control. Let's get back to work, focus on a play at a time, a series at a time. And we really allowed ourselves to get back in the game based on how we played defensively. And really, if you take away the one long run that they had, they didn't run the ball very well on us. And but you can't take away, you can't take away that run because they executed well. So proud of our defense, proud of our coaching staff. I thought offensively we did some really good things in the second half. We just got too far behind, and we fought and scratched and clawed to get our way back, but in the end it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, week 5 we'll see the Iron head into Peoria to face the 0-4 Peoria Manual football team. Manual is coming off a 86-12 loss and will most likely be hungry for success. What must your team do to combat this hunger?
Well, again, I think this week is all about us and improving and being the best version of ourselves. We have to take what we did on Friday, clean some things up, clean up our mistakes, continue to practice better, do the little details better, really stack 3-4 days of good practice together and get out on the field and play well. Manual is athletic, they're talented, their quarterback can cause problems, they got a really good slot wide receiver, and they've got nothing to lose, so they could throw the whole kitchen sink at us, trick plays, new formations. We got to be ready for all that. But I really think it starts with us and how we thought we had a really good day yesterday. We need to have a good Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday will present some challenges because we don't have school, and that's always interesting when you play a game on a day when there's no school. So we've got to handle that well. We got to go on the road. But again, if we conduct ourselves the right way and get better and learn from our mistakes in the past, I like our chances on Friday.
Coach, talk about one player in your defense, A.J. Montoya. Just talk about what does he bring to your defense, that leadership that is so vitally important.
Well, I just think A.J. brings a consistent approach to how hard you got to play, how you got to practice, how you have to lead and lead by example and going about things. And it's no coincidence when you practice and prepare the right way, you play well on Friday nights. He was outstanding. You could argue he was the best player on the field for both teams throughout tonight defensively. He made some plays offensively for us and just continued to stay the course. And he was banged up. He's going to be really important for what we're doing as a team from here on forward. We got to get him cleaned up and get him healthy. But just overall proud of his approach, how he practices, and the high level that he's playing at. And we're going to need that from him if we want to be successful the rest of the year.
Coach, as you make the bus ride over to Peoria, what do you want to see from your team on Friday night?
It's going to kind of, Joe, I think I kind of say the same thing a lot of times when we go over there. One, I want to see a focused approach from the time we get to school around 2:30, get on the bus and get there, and that we're locked in and focused. I want to continue to see us be explosive on the offensive side of the ball, scoring quickly. We got to continue to do the things that we do defensively, being physical, aggressive, running the ball, and just playing for each other and lifting each other up when things go wrong. I thought one of the key things we saw on Friday was we talk a lot about, hey, be able to look at your teammates when things aren't going well and see calm and control, so I can gain calm and control. We want to see that same thing from our team because I think that's going to be important. And hopefully we can see a dominant performance by us based on having a really good week of practice and stacking 3 to 4 days in a row. You know what, we might have a couple guys out due to injuries, so I want to see some guys step up that maybe haven't played as much in the past. I think that'll be important. But we got to continue to be who we are, do what we do well, and play at a high level. So,
Well, Coach, thanks for your time, and we wish you the best of luck on Friday.
Awesome. Thanks, Joel. Appreciate you guys.